Welcome viewers. Today we'll talk about myocarditis. What is myocarditis? This is an acute inflammatory condition that can have an infectious, toxic or autoimmune etiology. Myocarditis can complicate many infections in which inflammation may be due directly to infection of the myocardium or the effects of circulating toxins. Viral infections are the most common causes, such as Coxsackie, 35 cases per 1000 infections, and influenza A and B viruses, which are the 25 cases per 1000 infections. Myocarditis may occur several weeks after the initial viral symptoms, and the susceptibility is increased by glucocorticoid treatment, immunosuppression, radiation, previous myocardial damage, and exercise. Some bacterial and protozoal infections may be complicated by myocarditis. For example, approximately 5% of patients with Lyme disease, Borrelia burgdorferi, develop pericarditis, which is often associated with AB block. Toxins such as alcohol and drugs such as cocaine, lithium, and doxorubicin may directly injure the myocardium. Other drugs, including penicillins and sulfonamides, and poisons such as lead and carbon monoxide, may cause a hypersensitivity reaction and associated myocarditis. Occasionally, autoimmune conditions such as systemic lupus erythematosus and rheumatoid arthritis are associated with myocarditis. Now, some causes of myocarditis. The causes of myocarditis is divided into several headlines. Among them, infection is one. The infections which causes myocarditis are viral infections, bacterial infections, protozoal infections, fungal and parasitic infections. Among the viral infection, Coxsackie, Coxsackie, HIV, adenovirus, influenza A and influenza B are the causes. Now, some causes of myocarditis. Among the causes are infections. Among the infections, there are viral, bacterial, protozoal, fungal, and parasitic. Among the viral causes, there are Coxsackie virus, adenovirus, influenza A, influenza B, human immunodeficiency virus, or HIV. The bacterial causes are Borrelia burgdorferi, which causes Lyme disease, Mycoplasma pneumoniae, and the protozoal causes are Trypanosoma cruzi, which cause Chagas disease, and Toxoplasma gondii. Among the fungal causes are the Aspergillus. Among the parasitic, there are Schistosoma. The drugs or toxins which are causes myocarditis are the alcohol, anthracyclines, clozapine, cocaine, lithium. Among the autoimmune disease which causes myocarditis are the systemic lupus erythematosus, systemic sclerosis, rheumatoid arthritis, sarcoidosis, and hypersensitivity reaction to penicillin, sulfonamides, lead, carbon monoxide. Now, the clinical features. Myocarditis may present in one of four ways. They are fulminant myocarditis, acute myocarditis, chronic active myocarditis, chronic persistent myocarditis. What is the fulminant myocarditis? Fulminant myocarditis follows a viral prodrome or influenza-like illness and results in severe heart failure or cardiogenic shock. So, fulminant myocarditis patients may present with severe heart failure or cardiogenic shock. Acute myocarditis presents over a longer period with heart failure. It can lead to dilated cardiomyopathy. Chronic active myocarditis is rare and associated with chronic myocardial inflammation. Chronic persistent myocarditis is characterized by focal myocardial infiltrates and can cause chest pain and arrhythmia without necessarily causing ventricular dysfunction. Myocarditis is self-limiting in most patients and the immediate prognosis is good. Death may, however, occur due to a ventricular arrhythmia or rapidly progressive heart failure. Myocarditis has been reported as a cause of sudden and unexpected death in young athletes. Some forms of myocarditis may lead to chronic low-grade myocarditis or dilated cardiomyopathy. For example, in Chagas disease, the patient frequently recovers from the acute infection but goes on to develop a chronic dilated cardiomyopathy 10 or 20 years later. Investigations. The diagnosis of myocarditis is often made after other more common causes of cardiac dysfunction have been excluded. So, the diagnosis of myocarditis is often made after other more common causes of cardiac dysfunction have been excluded. Echocardiography should be performed and may reveal left ventricular dysfunction. So, echocardiography may reveal left ventricular dysfunction that is sometimes regional due to focal myocarditis. Cardiac MRI is also useful since it may show diagnostic patterns of myocardial inflammation or infiltration. The ECG is frequently abnormal, but the changes are not specific. Blood should be taken for analysis of troponin I and T and creatine kinase. Levels may be elevated in the early phases. Occasionally, endomyocardial biopsy may be required to confirm the diagnosis. Now, management. What is the management of myocarditis? Treatment of myocarditis is primarily supportive. Treatment for cardiac failure or arrhythmias should be given, and patients should be advised to avoid intense physical exertion because there is some evidence that this can induce potentially fatal ventricular arrhythmia. So, intense physical exertion may induce potentially fatal ventricular arrhythmias. There is no evidence of benefit from treatment with glucocorticoids and immunosuppressive agents. Specific antimicrobial therapy may be used if a causative organism has been identified, but this is rare. Patients who do not respond adequately to medical treatment may temporarily require circulatory support with a mechanical ventricular assist device. Rarely, cardiac transplantation may be required. Thank you, friends.